Hello guys, welcome to the first series of manual testing. So in this video we are going to see about a manual testing. So I will tell you what is the manual testing, and we will also tell about type of manual testing process, and advantage and disadvantage of manual testing, and we will also going to see about when the manual testing will use. So these are the things we are going to discuss in this video. So first of all I would going to tell about what is manual testing. So guys, as we know, the manual testing, it is the type of software testing. So this is the type of software testing. And the second step, we can test case like where the test case are executed manually by the tester without using any automation testing. We can use the we can do the testing doing without using any automation testing tools. So we can test any type of software application without using any automation testing tools. So this is the second step. If I talk about the third step, the main goal of the manual testing is to identify the bug, issue, or missing requirement in the software application. The software application which has developed by the developer, we have to identify the bug and issue also, like any issue has been occurred, that issue we have to identify, and missing requirement also. And these are the things we have to identify in the manual testing. So this is all about what is manual testing. If I talk about the type of manual testing, there are three type of manual testing. The first one, white box testing. The white box testing has been done by the developer testing. The developer team will going to test this with help of code, because they will know only how to develop any software, and the tester will know the internal structure and the code also. So they will know only less command in the manually, they don't have more knowledge about the manual testing, so they only working in the coding part only. And if I talk about the black box testing, the black box testing has been done by the test engineer. Like they have focus in a functionality without knowing internal code. The black box tester will don't know coding part, they only focus in a testing part, because they don't have knowledge about the coding part. The developer team only will going to develop that software. And the black box testing, the tester will going to test that software has working or not, any issue, any bug, that kind of things only the black box tester will going to test. In a gray box testing, those who going to do a gray box testing, they should know coding part also, testing part also. They have to know both, after they can able to do a gray box testing. As I mentioned here, partially knowledge of code structure and logic also. They should know about how to write any code. They should know about how to do any testing. So this is all about the type of manual testing. And if I talk about the manual testing process, so these are the process which we are going to discuss. So first process is requirement analysis. We have to get a requirement from the client. After getting requirement, we have to make a test plan. We have to make a test plan. After making a test plan, we have to do a test case diagram. We have to make a test case diagram. After test case diagram, we have to do a test environmental setup. We have to do a setup for making that software. And after setup, we have to do a test execution. Finally, we have to do a test execution. And in that, we have to reporting and tracking. We have to do a reporting and tracking also, like how was the process, all the progress we have to track. And in the last, we have to retesting and regression also. We have to do a retesting again, we have to do a regression testing, and finally we have to test and closure. And finally, after testing all those things, we have to deliver that software to the customer. So these are the process which we are going to follow in the manual testing process. And if I talk about the advantage of manual testing, so these are the advantage of manual testing. It is a better for UI and UX testing, and it will allow quick feedback during yearly development. Like we will get a feedback from the client yearly before developing our software. So this is the advantage, and no need for programming language. We don't have to know about the programming language. Like you should know only basic programming language for doing a manual testing. I'm not saying that you don't have to learn programming language, just you have to learn basic, because here for manual testing you don't have to know about a more coding language, because it will only test manually without using automation testing tool. So this is the last advantage, like effective in a short term or change requirement scenario. So this is the all about advantage of manual testing. If I talk about the disadvantage of manual testing, there are four disadvantages which I have mentioned here, like time consuming and labor intensive, and not ideal for large scale or repetitive tasks, and it is prone to human error, and human error will going to happen also, and less reliable and compared to the automate test over time. So this is all about disadvantage of manual testing. If I talk about the advantage, like when we are going to use manual testing, when the application is still involving, on that time we are going to use manual testing. For testing usability, visual element, or add HOC scenario, on that time we are going to use a manual testing. And last, we are going to use here also when automation is not cost effective. On that time also we can use manual testing. So this is all about manual testing. I hope you guys get to know about manual testing, and I hope this video will help you to gain a knowledge about the manual testing. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment box. And if you like this video, just do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Thank you so much.